How dare you?
Here we go.
I'm just kidding.
Alrighty. So let's continue from yesterday. We are conducting the legacy interviews. My name is Jasmine, SX, and this is a continuation from yesterday. We had a little technical difficulties and then some sound issues with the mountains, and it's all good. Want to say hello and introduce yourself and who you are and what you're about and all of this stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, my everyday name is Jade. And of course, when I perform, excuse the puppy, um, my everyday name is just for that purpose. My stage name when I do perform is, of course, Victoria Michael Sexton. Um, Kira bestowed me the Sexton name after many years of also being around the family for a very, very long time. Growing up, we all grew up together. I met her back in 1999-ish when she had moved here from Texas, her and Christian. And I remember even back then when she was teaching me how to walk in heels and certain things. Like, I remember she used to grab our cocktails and be like, let me smell that. And then she smelled alcohol, she'd dump them out. I mean, later on, we did party together and stuff like that after, her and Dad separated. Then we had a lot of fun. It was more, honestly, Dad's rules on that. But, of course, they both rest in power because, of course, sadly, we both lost them in the same year, 6 months apart. Completely unrelated causes and issues. But, our legacy lives on through them. Their legacy lives on through us. I said it backwards. Sorry. It's been a very long couple months for me because at work I've been doing so many doubles and I barely have free time. So luckily, finally, I'm able to do this and kind of touch base of where I've been. I have ample amount of different stuff that I can show that I've actually put to the side of various shows. This here is when I did Drag Nation.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a pop drag situation. They made me do my own little quote with Kelly Clarkson. Some of my random shows. This was one I used to host at X Bar. I helped open X Bar. I was their first house queen ever.
Okay.
Yes. Me when I chilled with my good friends Fifi O'Hara. Of course, they did do really dirty with RuPaul's Drag Race. She's not as evil. She's a caddy like all queens, but she's a gem. My year, actually, of 2012, this is when I was actually crowned Miss Gay Latin of all Colorado in 2012, and I walked for the Empress at the time for the Rocky Mountain Imperial Court, Miss Stephanie Paul. I actually was featured into here as well. But I don't know exactly what page, and I'm not going to hold up that because I know both our times are limited. But that was our royalty. That was my Mr. Isaiah and my Miss. We just keep her name on.
Wow.
Yeah, no, she was okay. Awesome. She was just, me and her didn't see eye to eye. Court stuff happens. Gosh. I know I have one in here. Oh, these are actually about me and my trans self when I both was on the cover of Outfront magazine, both as Victoria, and then of course when I went back to Tony for a little bit, which was interesting.
Okay.
Both trans issues. But life is unique with our evolvement as we evolve into the flower we are. Now, going back to the Sextons, this is me and Mom. This is Walter and Kira together. And we did this, what was now called #Vibe, at the time was called Broadway's. And it's still 1027 South Broadway. And we did the bingo together, which is bingo in the city with the Sextons. And there's me and Mom right there on the flyer.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, some of my amazing things that I got to do. Sponsored by Malibu. Thank you, Southern. uh, but let's see. I had a couple more with Mom. Oh, this is another legacy of the Sextons. I don't know if you got a chance to talk to Ginger yet. She's
Not
Ginger
yet.
Douglas, of course, but she's still a Sexton. Things just took place to where she went down to Douglas for her kids. Things that happen. But this was the apocalyptic ball that she used to throw here. And of course, all of us Sextons were all loveliness in there. So
Wow.
I was apocalyptic ball was huge. We raised so much money for God. AIDS
Y'all still do it?
Colorado AIDS Project, just the lineage of what we did, I feel is impeccable and important to note because not only were we just there to perform and do things, we wanted to make a statement that we're also family to raise money and do things for charity.
Yes.
Look, Miss Stella Ray Sexton. And I know this sounds crazy, but honestly, I don't know why Roseanne's being such a trumpeter because normally I've known her for so long. So this is when me and Roseanne, when I lived in Vegas, she was a really good friend of mine. And so that's a little weird tidbit of the Sextons. We have been around and stuff, just like good old Mama. Me and Mama worked at this bar. I was the resident house queen. However, Mom was the bartender. It was a flip.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Mom was a bartender with also Joseph Sexton. It was
Okay.
the Cocoa Breeze. It was a very interesting time, let me tell you that.
Cocoa Breeze.
And this is when Vandy went by Jasmine Sexton, if you look on the flyer. And then she decided to go back to just being unisex and being Vandy all the time. I'm sure she'll explain all that to you as we go along. And what have you. I'm trying to find, there is one other one that I felt like was pivotal that I had put to the side. And it was another show that me and Mom did at a street venue. It was a taco joint in Market Street that we put together. It was a fun time, but it didn't last because I don't know where I put it. So it's somewhere in some of my mixture of things. I do have one more thing to show.
So amazing. I love this. This is what I miss.
There are a couple edits in here. Just gotta fix this real quick so it looks right. Because there is also another little Sexton that passed away that's in this picture.
Okay.
However, this person never officially got a Sexton title or name, but was one of Kira's many illegitimate children, there's many of them out there, and never actually got the name. It's kind of wild.
Okay.
But I made this here. This is, of course, from Kira's funeral when we went down to Corpus.
Okay.
And yeah. That was hell. I was living in Houston at the time. And I had a really good friend, Todd, who paid for me to rush here to perform in the memorial that we did at Trax for where we had all the family. One of the first times I really got to interact with you. Yeah. And everything like that. That was amazing. And then I had to rush back to Houston, and I was like, how am I going to make it to the funeral? And Vandy and Venus got together and paid for my big bus, which is a big thing in Texas. You know, it's actually a really awesome bus. But they paid for my bus to get down to Corpus Christi. And when I dropped off the bus, oh, actually, no, I take it back. Did it take me to Corpus? I can't remember. Yes, it took me to Corpus. It took me to Corpus Christi. And then we did the funeral, which was hard. And then that's when we did the passing of the matriarch, and everybody had agreed that Aurora would be that person. And what have you. Of course, that was an interesting trip. And as us Sextons do, we did eventually party it up wild. And my brother at the time, Shane Sexton, had to carry me out of the bar because well, it was a dark time. It was sad, you know. But that's how we do. Of course, when we're on stage, we keep grace. But outside of that, it's on, honey.
That I
And of
totally
course,
well.
I have Christians also, Papa Sexton, right there as he passed away from gastric bypass surgery that went wrong. And this is Frankie. Miss Jada Soleil, or also Denver's Prince, was one of Kira's other little illegitimate children, but never got the Sexton name.
Okay.
So that's just like a little bit of history that I have there. I mean, there's so much more that it's so hard to put in small spacing of things. I mean, when and if we'll be able to all sit maybe during the barbecue might be the best for everybody to actually get together and share memories and have that recorded. I mean, that could be pretty cute to go through.
The
As many of our barbecues end up, though, we do drink kind of heavy for them, but are good times. Trust. We've had a lot of different things. Like Joseph has rented big boat houses, and we've been in the middle of the lake, tearing it up.
nice.
We've done it at Cheeseman quite a few. I believe we're doing it at Cheeseman again this year.
Yeah.
It's just an equal medium to do. Sometimes when we do it at the lake, some people are too afraid to get in the water, blah, blah. You know.
Yeah.
And some of us have gotten up in age. It's, you know, it is what it is. We've been family 20 plus years, you know, and everything that we've done. But I'll tell you, every sexton in every possible way would not be able to be in the place that they are without the teachings of Walter Ramos, without the teaching of Christian McQuinn, and Kira Sexton. We wouldn't have been able to do some of the big things that we've done. You know, I don't want to mention everybody else's. Everybody else has done their own different celebrity big things. I've got lucky enough to do stuff with Lady Gaga and Katy Perry and travel even to the Philippines and a headline there. I got to do different TV spots. I got to do so many different things that I never thought that I could have reached without having the talent that I have that was brought out by what Kira saw in me. And I did so much. You know, it'd be great for me to sit there and go back out there full force, but I don't have the energy to do full force like I used to. You know, unfortunately, I suffered my own health complications that I'm working out and doing. But, you know, however, you know, we have our kids that are out there and they're doing it. And that being, I will be in a show at Poison by Me at the end of this month during Pride on the 27th. And for Lexi Sexton, and she's Miss Rocky Mountain Shining Star right now. As another big thing that we've always done, we love our crowns.
Yeah, I've noticed that throughout the years.
We love our crowns. You know, there's times that I get the bug that I'm like, do I want to? But then I have a lot of obligations, and I just don't. With my schedule and how it is right now, I don't have enough time to commit to drag like I'd like to.
Yeah.
And also it depends on what capabilities I can do. So I'd love to be a trick pony again, but age creeps up on
You
you.
know, gotta adjust and, you know.
Yeah, but luckily
come out with some different tricks.
I was always gifted with being able to make my own shit. I've been always gifted to know how to have the art of gab and being able to understand true business, because when it comes down to it, it's a business. And that's something that Walter always told me. It's a business. You're a brand. How do you want to be seen? It's a brand. So make yourself seen correctly. You know, don't sit there and try to think that, oh, I have the Sexton name, I'm obligated to have it. No, you still got to go out there and do your own brand. And if you don't, that's on you. So then you just took the key that she gave you and didn't open the doors. So that's something that was always instilled. There's even times where I've even joked. I was like, I'm not going to have her come throw her stiletto from heaven at me. I go, I'm
because she will.
She will. She threw phone books at me when I was learning how to walk in heels. I just made me clean my house and threw phone books at me. And I'm not talking like, the little tiny white pages. She was throwing those yellow pages at me. God, I just aged myself with that, didn't I?
Yeah, when I was talking with Alexander about doing his redo video, because that video got corrupted whenever I was trying to transfer it to the laptop. And I was like, I'm so sorry, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is I'm not a professional. I'm learning, as I go. I was like, if we can please you, he goes, that's just Kiara fucking with us. Saying that interview wasn't good. That interview wasn't good. You can do better. And I was like, yeah, that was her.
I mean, that's probably exactly what happened when it came down to us yesterday. No.
Yeah. It wasn't time. It wasn't time.
Better get your happy ass home, not be talking out of the car.
God love her.
Yeah. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that you brought out all these ads and like that's amazing.
I have a lot. I have many more. I have stuff that I have videos of us. I have videos from family engagements.
Like I said,
different family Christmases that we get together.
If you can send them to me, I can like weave them throughout your interview. You know what I mean? And like I can use that. I can definitely use that.
Well, they're definitely all on my Victoria Michael Sexton page.
Okay.
I can get my ass logged in there again sometime soon. I just haven't done it because I haven't been performing. So I haven't proactively been on that page. God knows how many notifications I have on there. That's probably thousands. Because when I quit performing full time, that was right about 6 years now after I started transitioning again. I ran a small show at WT Shorty's at a straight venue for a little bit, which you got to perform in. And after that, I just kind of sat back and just wanted to focus on being the woman I need to be.
Does anybody have video of that night?
I know there's pictures. I don't know if there's really any videos that I could obtain. Unfortunately, the venue had an issue with the dispensary next door and they had to shut down completely, which sucks. I felt bad for the whole family that all worked there. But I do keep in contact with a few of those people, so I could definitely check my timelines and see if I can talk to them and see if they do. But I won't guarantee that there is something and what have you. I still have some of those flyers from the red light review.
Okay, cool.
And what have yous. Funny enough, on this thing, I think I still have your music from then. I wouldn't doubt it. It's probably on the library over here if I went to go look. Because I have a whole folder of that.
Okay.
Just the red light review. Oh shit, that's what you performed. But that was the second show that we ever did together because we did the memorial together as well.
Nice.
I think I deleted that. Maybe I did. I don't know. Anyway, it's not important. But as I ended my baby right there. Oh, took it away. Never mind. I think Alexa. Within that, I have several children of my own. Mm-hmm. Out of the children I have, only 3 have this Sexton last name. And that will be Unisys Michael Sexton. Michael Sanchez is otherwise. Javon, which is Cosmic Church Lady, Aviance Sexton, as in, yes, the great Kevin Aviance, is
Nice.
also the other parent of this child, who happens to live in Spain, actually, with my brother, not with my physical brother Joseph, but they still hang out and do stuff now that they're both in Spain. So, and then the other one is a shared child, which was something that we decided as elders in the family to share children so that we can mentor them properly. And Eva Lerae Sexton, she has now moved away. And as far as I know, she's not really doing shows right now, which is fine. Leo needs to, she has a great career in the military, so she's doing that up and what have you. But she's quite stunning and quite talented. Still young, some things to learn. Most of our children all need to learn some things. Maintaining their composure and watching what they spew on social media and etc.
Nice.
But of course, also us growing up, the most we had was social media, was MySpace, and even then, what we were doing,
Yeah.
I remember her yelling at us about chat rooms and stuff. I heard about this in a chat room, so we had to be really careful. But that was the very beginning of social media. This
I
puppy.
remember that. I miss my face.
I do too. I liked how you can customize it. But anyway, so I guess I don't know what else you would like to hear. I mean,
No, that was like perfect. That was perfect. It everything embodied who you are, who you represent. You gave me beautiful, amazing flyers, which I would love if you did like a video of like all the flyers and just like kind of describe them or like take pictures of them, whichever. I mean, that's definitely something I would love to feature in your interview.
yeah, they're definitely all on my MySpace page for
Victoria.
my entertainment self.
Okay.
They're all there. Most of them
Okay.
are cover photo. So you go to the cover photo
I'll pull
album
them from there.
of my profile. Most of those will be there, and what have you. Because anytime I had a show, it was behind me, on my cover photo. Because I have a business marketing degree, and I use it a lot when it comes to that. So a lot of my flyers that you see, they're created by me. Every single one of these are literally me doing it.
Yeah.
What have you, and also with um, encompassing on how we did it. Then like this one here with me and Mom, I gave them a platform, and then Southern redid this to this. So this one isn't created really by me. They redid this. They chose the font, and we redid it, and they had to make sure that Malibu was huge on it. Or damn Malibu buckets. I'm just kidding, Southern. Please pay me.
We love you.
Well, that's one thing Mom always said. She goes, "You can always get these reps to pay for everything." I go, "Of course, that's how you get a show paid for."
Yes. I was always sponsored by Planet Beach, which is a sun tanning place there. I was really good friends with the owner, so I was always giving out like gift cards and passes and I had like 4 shows at the bar. So like for talent night, I would give out passes.
Oh
And then
yeah,
I was sponsored by Manhunt, or I was sponsored by what's the other one?
I was personally
I forget what the
sponsored by Spunk Lube, the lube that looks and feels like cum.
nice. Yes.
And it was originally was called Straight Cam Lube. And Jeff, I love him. I was like, look, let's be real. I know that you are using it as a straight guy and letting guys and everybody watch you jerk off, and I get that. That's your brand. But you want everybody to buy your thing. They're not going to buy Straight Cam Lube. So I convinced him to not. And then Kurt Cummings, I had him become his one of his models, and this is here. So this, and then eventually he changed it to Spunk Loop and everything.
Nice.
However, precious guy, he did do a breast cancer awareness one, and he colored it ink. I was like, That looks like bloody cum. Why are you doing that? Oh, God. The days. It's amazing
I
some of
know
the
the
things you're
days.
doing, but again, it comes down to, the teachings Walter had. I wish a lot of the kids got a chance to actually know Walter and get why we're the way we are. Because
Yeah, that's why I
when it comes
definitely. I'm,
down
I'm
to our package, Walter was very strict about it. And not only just only being a mother as far as drag goes, we took our family serious. Our family was our family because a lot of us didn't have our actual family. That times that we came in, I mean, our family didn't want to talk
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the AIDS epidemic
That's
of the
kind of how
80s.
Walter came to me. It was a hard time.
Yeah. And,
He's the one that
people
told me.
watching
You
people
know what I
die
mean?
left and
You're
right.
my family. And I've
Right.
never heard that before. Like I think I told you the story.
Yes.
He told me, yeah, you're my family, and my brother and sister grew up together, and I was like 13 years after, so I grew up on my own, so I didn't have that brother sister thing. You know what I mean? So when he told me that, like it hit me like love. You know what I mean? And I was like, we are family. And when he left, I told him, I was like, go to Colorado, go be beautiful, go be everything that you learned in these past 4 years, and be beautiful, and go build a family. And he built an empire, and
He
he built a
built a huge
legacy.
legacy.
He built a legacy.
And it doesn't even like even the family group doesn't even touch on even some of the members that are not even here. Like Jessica, she's not even in the family group, and she's full trans, fully changed, all the way has kids and a husband and all the rest. You know, and Alexis and Christina Sexton are down in Mexico and they're doing their own thing. I think Alexis sometimes performs like that. Oh, that sister, she can paint. She's painted me numerous times. I have old pictures of that too. Just it's amazing how those things that happen. I saw
Yeah.
having pictures of Manny when he did drag. Sorry, Manny. We love
You tell
you.
me a little bit about it.
Chiquita Banana Sexton. Yeah, yeah, he hates it though. He hates it and bring it up. I am Manny Sexton. Anyway, so, other than that, I do look forward to seeing you on the barbecue, and I think that will be a really good time to have like a round table and literally sit and literally talk about the mutual memories that we all have together with her
Yeah, that's what I want. That's
and
what I want.
things, the good, bad, the ugly, and the amazing and the unique all together. Because I think that all of it needs to be discussed, not just only the good, because the only good is like not even what we all experienced together, because we all had all different
Exactly.
experiences up and
Exactly.
down
And that's what a family is, you know what I mean? And
to
that's what built
make us and
builds
create
your
us
legacy.
into
You built your
the
legacy on the good
beautiful
and the
legacy that
bad
we are,
and the
just like
heartbreak
any family.
and the triumphs. Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
Yes, barbecue. It's a date. Shh, don't say nothing. It's a surprise. But
that's fair.
group chat will be next. I'm gonna get with Manny. I got literally like I've got like 5 more interviews from tomorrow through next week, and then it's cut off.
Okay, I will let you go now because I need to get going to this other little event, and I only
All
have
right,
so
my
much
love.
time, and then I have to get up
Good to
early in the
see you.
morning.
Good to talk with you, and I will talk with you in the group chat, and then I'll see you at the
Okay,
barbecue. Sexton
Besos,
Bessel.
Sexton Besos.